Hey, ekene m ụnọ ndị ọma ndị ọnụ kemikunu mere ama m n'ụlọ dị mma anyị gbalite obere egwu. No, 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 welcome. You see Pinky? See Pinky, say hello. Okay, we're about to start now. Oh yeah, time to start. Thank you. Welcome. No, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today. For those that are joining us live, I thank you and I welcome you again to today's episode of Angeloma YouTube Live. Ekele mono ndomande mono kenu kunu mere. My name is Aku Gudiorama. For those that are joining us for the first time, you're welcome. For those that will be here with us all through, thank you so much for coming to join us. As you all know, on Fridays we have a YouTube live and we speak English language. On Tuesdays I make videos in Igbo language for my Igbo brothers, and on Friday I join everybody that does not speak Igbo for us to speak in English and communicate together. Okay, welcome. For those that will be watching us on the replay, please, you're welcome too. We want to get to know you. Please write down below where you're watching from. I would love to know, okay? I'm here in China, okay? I'm in China, and I would like to know where you're watching from, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. You are welcome, Franklin. You're welcome, Anthony, Helen. Welcome. Blessing, you're welcome. I can see you watching from Canada. Thank you very much, everybody. Today we have an interesting topic to discuss. You know, this is a discussion time. Me and you, we are going to discuss a lot today. Thank you so much for joining me, as usual. And oh, Stan, you're welcome. Innocent, welcome. Genesis, Chinaza, I see you all. Welcome. Okay. All right. So let me not waste your time. Today we're just gonna go straight to the point. Okay. I got a message from somebody, and this message was it was a lady actually. A lady sent me a message, and she wanted to know something from me. If anybody have a sexual related message, a relationship message, you can always send me a message on my Instagram, okay? Send me a message on my Instagram. You can tell me about your problems and we'll see how we can help you from there, all right? So this lady sent me a message on Instagram, as usual, asking me for my help. And actually, we've already discussed it, but I wanted to share because I know that one person or the other might be having the same problem. Okay, so I will jump right to my Instagram page so that I will read out the question for you, and that will be the topic of today. Okay, I'll read out the question for you, and that's the topic for today. So here's my Instagram page. For those that are not, you can see the write-up. For those that are not following me, it is Angeloma222. Ụmụnne m ndị Igbo, gbalụnụ m na nna asụ Igbo, na nna asụ Bekee ụbọchị Friday. Tuesday, oh, my brothers, Igbo brothers, today is Friday, and you know Fridays are when I speak English language. Tuesdays are for Igbo, and Fridays are for English, okay? So, this woman sent me a message, and I'm going to read it out, and that's the topic for today. We're going to talk about it. So, guys, relax, sit back. When I read out the question, you tell me what we think we can do to help this woman, okay? Dear Angeloma, my husband is a church minister. He does counseling sessions and help people in need. The issue is His ministerial work makes him not have time for me. Ew. Okay. We don't have children yet. Ew. It's like I'm forcing him to have sex with me. And even at that, he doesn't do it well. Hey, wahala. This one a wahala. Okay. I'm getting frustrated, but I have no one to talk to about it. How can I get my husband to balance church and family? Ew. Secondly, how do I explain to my husband that he doesn't sexually satisfy me? Please keep me anonymous, okay? Ew. So, now you guys have heard it. Today's topic is what do this woman need to do for her husband to have time for her? Okay, what will she do for her husband to have time for her? And secondly, not just that, so the question is two. Number two, how will she explain to her husband that he's not doing the work well? This one had small, just small, but I will leave you guys to tell me, because she's also online, she's listening, okay? And I know other people might have the same problem. Some people might have problem where their husband is not good. Some people might have problem where their husband do not have time for them. It's not necessarily that it must be a pastor, okay? This particular woman is a pastor's wife, so we can understand that. But it's not necessary that it must be a pastor. It could be anybody. Now, before we go on, this is a one-sided story. I have to clear it up here. This is a one-sided story. It's only the woman that is telling us the story. We don't know what the man is thinking. Maybe the man doesn't find his wife attractive anymore, and he's using busyness to he becomes busy just to avoid her, or she doesn't know how to do it too, and then he's reluctant about going on. But for her to say she's like begging and forcing him, I think maybe she's good. So what do you guys think? Okay, so bear in mind that this is a one-sided story, but nonetheless, try and be in this woman's shoe. If you are in her shoe, what would you do? That's the topic for today, and I would want you to comment below. When you tell me where you're watching from, I want you to tell me what you think. I will always repeat what the topic is about. A woman wants to know what she can do to make her husband sexually satisfy her. 1. 2, she also feels that she's already frustrated that her man do not have time for her. He's always busy. A busy man that do not have time to make love to her. Secondly, when he does, he's not good. What does she do? Teach her, okay? Teach her how will she do that. We need answers, okay? We need answers. Hello, Scenario, welcome. Ifoma, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. We have a question on ground, so let's answer the question. She should dress more sexy around her husband, like wearing lingeries and sexy panties. Okay, so that's good. That's a good point. So she should always dress sexy. But this man that is a church pastor, bear that in mind. He's a church pastor, so he's always busy. He's always in church. So should she wear the lingerie in the church? Should she go to the church and wear the lingerie, or at home? You need to be explicit, okay? Please explain very well. Stanley, you're welcome from Dubai. Thank you so much for joining us. So the topic of today is, what would a woman do if her husband is very busy? He doesn't have time for her. He doesn't make love to her. She forces him to do that. She begs and begs and begs and begs. Please, no. No, because they are no. No. She's always begging her husband to make it. This is not fair. And the worst part of it is that they don't have children yet. They don't have children. This is bad. Because I think she needs to address the point. Needs to address the issue point blank. How will she do that? That's why she's asking us. She's asking us, how will she do that? How will she address this issue? Because she already knows that is a problem, okay? If she has body odor or mouth odor, the man will definitely avoid intimacy. Well, it's possible, because we don't know the whole story, right? It's possible that she has mouth odor or body odor, but if you're a man and your woman has a body odor or mouth odor, wouldn't you tell her? Wouldn't you find remedy to it? I think I've already treated this topic before, right? If we haven't, we need to treat it. If you have a woman or a man that have body odor or mouth odor, how would you explain it? Because you're supposed to actually talk to your woman. This is a partnership. It's a partnership, okay? It's not a one-sided thing. It's together. We're in this together. Okay? If he's a pastor, then she got married to the wrong man. Come on now. So pastors not supposed to marry. Eh? Pastors not supposed to marry. All right. I will jump. First of all, I will jump to the Instagram and tell you some of the things that my followers on Instagram said. If you're not following me on Instagram, you better do so. That is where I'm always, I'm not always on YouTube. YouTube is 2 times a week. Tuesdays, Fridays. On Instagram, I'm always there every day. So just make sure you're following me on Instagram. For those that don't know, it's Angeloma222. Okay, Angeloma222. Let's go. So somebody said, I will read out, okay? Somebody said, I think the first thing to do is to have a heart-to-heart talk with your man. Good point. This is a very good point, okay? Tell him how his behavior is affecting your love life and the need to create quality time. I like this. You see, he is not just saying talk to him. He's saying what the woman needs to actually talk about. I think the woman should tell her hubby about the feelings. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you there. While making love to him, tell him politely that he's doing it well. But she said he's not doing it well. He's doing it well, but he can do better. Okay. Diplomacy. So you can be diplomatic about it. Yes. Okay. I think so. And you can try to watch some movies, love movies together. I forget. No, you should come and watch Angeloma's videos. Stanley, you're welcome. Forget about being a pastor's wife or him being a pastor. Both of you still have blood flowing in your veins. That's true. Arrange the bedroom, and the bed is very well in good bed. Okay. Communication is the key. My answer to this guy was communication is the key. You said it all. I agree. Totally. I agree totally. The real important thing that we lack as a people is communication. A lot of people have a problem communicating. Communicating and talking is not the same thing. This is a topic I need to treat on a special day. If you were on my WhatsApp group, if you're in my class on my WhatsApp, I have a WhatsApp group. If you're there, you would have learned something about communication. But all right, but the main thing is communication. You see, this woman that is talking to me now, one way or the other, I think she has not been able to communicate what she feels, what is disturbing her to this man. I know that a lot of men do not listen. I know that a lot of men do not have, the patience to listen to a woman talk, because they always feel that we always making, I know a lot of men feel that way. But it's not always just about talking. It's about feeling. It's about showing how you feel. I'm fine, Nduba, I'm fine. So a lot of people, we have to learn to communicate. Okay, we have to learn to communicate. It's very helpful. Please, today's topic is, what would a woman do if her husband do not have time for her? He's always busy with work or whatever, business, work, whatever it is that he's busy in. Do not have time for her, so he doesn't make love to her as he should. They don't have a child. And secondly, even when he does make love to her, he's not doing it well. He's not good in bed. That's the word. He's not good in bed. So what would this woman do to make her husband get better in bed? And secondly, make him want her more, or make him, balance the life work and the family work. Okay, because family is a big job. Oh. It's not easy for those that want to get married quickly. As they're getting married, take responsibility of your job at home, not just making money. All right, another one said, nothing to hide in this matter. He's your hubby. Open to your hubby. Open up to your hubby. Yeah, I agree with you. Open up to your hubby. Someone else said, probably you knew his type. He's not the type that is into sex before you married him. I like what this woman said. A lot of people go into marriage hoping to change someone, hoping to be different, hoping to make somebody the way they want them to be. They don't look out and be sure that this woman or this man that I want to marry is what I'm looking for. Okay? Maybe this woman, when they are dating or when they are about to marry, I guess maybe he's a pastor. This one is a pastor. Maybe he will not even, maybe they might say no sex or something, but at least you will see the movement. Even if you guys are not going to have sex before marriage, you will see the movement, you will see the feeling, you will see the way he behaves. He's a pastor before you married him. That means he's a workaholic before, right? You guys did not discuss it while you're courting, and it has affected the marriage, which what the person said is actually right. Comment below what you think about it. I'm good. I'm very well, Osita. Sometimes sex is sweeter when it has been starved. Yeah, it is sweeter when it's starved for just few days. It's not when it's months and months, except if you're not around. If you're not around, let's say you traveled, good. That way, it can be sweeter because you'll be waiting for your man, you'll be waiting for your woman. By the time she or he comes back, you like, I've missed you so much, and you're just in a Ghana bed, to the bed, you know. All right, another person said, you know, very much important to spice it up. Smell good, light food before bed. Oh, eat food, light food before bed. Don't eat something heavy. Cuddling, let him know how good he feels. You should apply a little more work. Well, this is good for those that do not do it. Maybe this woman does it, but for those that do not do it, if your man is always busy, it's also maybe because you're not sexy. You're not sexy. Most men cannot resist a sexy woman. I'm not saying you should just go naked and be walking around. Sexy, there's a way a woman will carry herself. There's a way you walk around. You can wear something sexy. You can wear even a sexy nightgown. For example, if he's busy with his machine doing, you just be perambulating. You will come and you give him a kiss. Daddy, well done. Waka. Come on. You come back. You just be doing some crazy things. Just be sexy. Okay? That will help. And also, eat right. When you eat right, you feel right about yourself, and you can, that aura that is oozing out of you can attract him. So that's true. You're welcome, Coach. Hi. Unfortunately, I cannot read what you're writing down because it's another language. I read only English, Igbo, Chinese, and French. Okay, if you write English, Igbo, Chinese, and French, I can read that one. All right. So, someone else said this is a problem with most pastors. Okay, I know the topic is about pastors, but let's not specialize that is a pastor thing, because it might not be a pastor thing. A lot of men have the same issues, okay? Men, why do you think that a man will not have time for his woman? Men, I would want you to tell us, women, we would want to know, why do you think that a man will not have time for his wife? He's always busy. I know a lot of my brothers, Ndi Igbo, we always go looking for money, fighting for money in the morning, 6 o'clock, out of the house. You go to the shop, you stay in the shop for morning till night, you come home tired, and you take your bath, you're on the bed. In short, even if you want to make love, you turn your woman around, you may you just you're sleeping. You're sleeping because tomorrow, and if she talks a lot, tomorrow you say, tomorrow I have to go back to the shop. You know, I'm bringing money in. I'm bringing money in. So men, tell us, why do you think that men ignore their wives? Because they are busy, okay? They are busy making money, career, business, whatever it is. Some people, they never have time for their family. They are always on the road, business here, business there, business there. How do we reconcile this? Because marriage is not just about making and bringing in money, right? Franco, you're welcome. Please, we want you to comment. This is a conversation. Another person said, in my own opinion, the first thing you do is lower his sugar intake. He said lower his sugar intake so that he can last long in bed. Her complaint is not lasting long in bed, honey. You will have to learn how to ride your man since he is lazy. Okay, men. So when you're forming busy, that means you're lazy, huh? I didn't know this one. I didn't know this one. No. Okay. Since he's lazy in bed, ride him before sex. You be the man and engage in long time. Okay, this person is actually explaining how she's going to make love, but the question is not about how she should make love, okay? As someone else said, my wife should open up, the wife should open up to her husband. It's a sin to deny or leave your partner sexually unsatisfied. That is true. The woman needs to talk about it. But what if this woman have been talking about it? What if this woman has been talking about it? She has been saying, honey, you're not giving me attention. I don't like what you're doing. You don't have time for me and all that. What if she has been doing that? Well, your husband won't be happy you cheat as a wife. For this note, you need to sit down and trash it out. Trash it out. Okay. The same thing. Talk about it. Now, everybody is saying talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. How would she talk about it? How would she talk about it? Okay? Let's know. How would she talk about it? A clear case of when a counselor needs a counselor. See, we are human beings, okay? We don't know everything. I am a human being too. I'm a sex coach, yes, but I also have issues. I'm not perfect. I have my own problems too. So if I have problems, I know I need solution. I will go to people that know better than me to ask about it. So that you are a pastor or that you are a counselor or you're something doesn't necessarily mean you cannot find solution to something that is affecting your home. You didn't marry for marriage's sake. Anyway, some people do. And some people marry for marriage's sake. Some people marry for money. Some people marry for status. Some people marry for children. And when they get what they married for, every other thing goes down the drain. You know, they forget everything. Most times, the problem is from our women. Are you sure? Because sometimes, when we need them, they don't give us attention. Okay. Women, una here, they say una no they give attention. No. All right, sometimes women do not give attention. What kind of attention are you looking for? Food, dressing sexy, you know, spending time with him. How will she do that? Especially in this case, when he's always in the church. How will she do that? She needs solution. She needs solution. Okay, I'll be reading out your comments so that we can learn from each other. Remember, this is a conversation. I'm not the only one that's going to be talking, okay? YouTube Live is about us. We need to talk. So, another one, let's go. The thing is, Nigerian Christian, okay, I don't want, no, Nigerian Christianity is bullshit. We have to be able to separate church and house. I agree with you. We need to separate church and house. I agree. I can't read the whole thing you wrote. Well, if your husband is truly a minister, a counselor like you claim, then he must have heard or read across 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3. Okay. Another one, but if any provides, not for his own, but especially for those of his house, he has denied the faith and the worst. Okay. All right. He is talking about everything. Okay, Mal Monroe said that everyone dying comes with prayer. His wife needs him. That's true. If your wife needs you as a man, I'm wishing that this man is actually listening to us because he's able to learn from there. And if you're a man, okay, if you're a man and you're always busy, you do not have time for your wife, it will affect your home. Why? Because your wife will be naggy, your wife will be complaining, your wife will not be excited, and that's... Unfortunately, I don't know how to keep a frowny face. But your wife will not be... So everything... And guess what? If she's not happy, she will give you back unhappiness. If your wife is not happy, she will give you unhappiness. If you give your wife happiness, she will give you happiness. That's the way it works. Women receive and give back what they get. If you make a woman feel good, she will make you feel good. If you make a woman feel bad, sorry for you, she will make you feel bad. That's the way we are. We do that a lot. We don't even know why we do it, but we do it. So please, learn to share. Learn to give a woman what she deserves. Okay? I know that it looks like I'm scolding the men more. I know the women too. We get plenty palava. We get plenty problem. I know. Some pastors can be rigid always. Prayers. But remember, all prayers are no fun. Well, for you to get married as a pastor, family is family. Ministry is ministry. Okay? But unfortunately, we did not hear from this pastor to know his side of the story. But if it's the way the woman has described it, that means that this man needs to buckle up. You need to be able to say, this time is for my family. This time is for my work. You know, and when your work time is, you focus on the work, and the woman needs to leave you alone. Because I know some women can be, I want to be having sex all the time. The man will want to go to work, and you're like, achorom kelamu, na putenimu no bialam, ola chakwa aginaba. Oto olage nefi, olage nabat, olage nimabat. You know, I know a lot of women are like that. They want it all the time. I understand. But for you to have married her, you should be able to provide what she needs, okay? Let them check themselves. That is what they are trying to do now. All right. First of all, he's spending canceling others. Hopefully, it's not more than that. He may be spending the energy elsewhere. Yes, it's possible. Next, being a pastor does not minimize his flesh for flesh. You see, you are a pastor doesn't mean that you're so spiritual that you do not even make love. Of course you do. I think everybody is tackling the question one. Everybody is talking about why this woman pastor is busy, or this woman's husband is busy. Nobody is tackling about the fact that this man doesn't even know how to make love. Nobody is tackling that. So guys, you need to, well, how does this woman make the man to make love to her better? For those small time when they even try make love, for the small time when they even try make love, the little time that he actually does, how will she tell this man that he needs to do better? You see, that's the main question. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a general solution. Okay, I'm going to say the general solution before we go so we don't waste a lot of time. If you're watching on replay, please don't forget to write where you're watching from. And those that are watching with us here live, comment below where you're watching from. You know where I'm here. I'm here in China, so tell me where you are. I want to know. Come on. All right. So, number one, we've already tackled that, which is being busy and not having time for the family. What the woman can do is talk to her man. Now, this is how you talk to your man. Number one, don't just go nagging. That is a no-no. If you're angry with somebody about something and you go nagging about it, you don't have time for me, you are not going to get the results you want. Okay? You're not going to get the results you want. So this is what you need to do. Okay? You need to wait for your man. I believe that there is always going to be a time where he's happy. I believe there will be a time, even if it is on 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but there must be a day where he's going to be in the sitting room pressing his phone, you know, watching movie or something. You can feel that he's relaxing. Okay? in that particular mood, in a mood where he's in a happy mood, what you need to do is sit your husband down. Honey, my love, I've missed you. Hi, no, Rogenka, this is your work, eh? It's not easy, but you're doing God's work. You're doing the work that is taking care of this home. You have to talk to him with love, okay? Get him to pay attention to you. Now, when you've done that, when you've gotten him to pay attention to you, you can now say, honey, there is something that has been bothering me, that is affecting this home. You know, this home needs to be exciting and happy. Since we got married, we've not been enjoying sexual life. I know you do not enjoy. Don't say it the way I'm saying it, but I'm just giving you an example of how it should sound. I'm giving you an example of how it should sound. It should not sound harsh. It should not sound, because you're actually trying to table a problem and not create more problem. Now, table your problem to him in a lovely manner. When you've done that, you can tell him, can we find a solution to the timing thing? Even if it's, you have hours for ministerial, you have hours for Bible reading, I won't disturb you. But also have time for me, because guess what? This family needs to grow. We need to have children. We need to have people, we need to feel the love that we used to feel before we married. That is depending if they had that anyway. But we need to feel that way again. And then when you've been able to, mention all these things one after the other, then you can now tell him, okay, even if can we have a routine? A sex routine, it doesn't matter. We can make love 2 times a week. We can make love, we can even start small. We can make love once a week. We can make love once a week. That is good. And within this time, so talk about it. That is a beginning of the solution. And listen to him. Don't just talk, and when you've already said everything you need to say, story end. No! Listen to him. Get his own side of feedback. Feedback is important in communication. Get what he needs to say, because there you understand his mindset. Because as a woman, most time we do all the talking. Remember, he's the man of the house. So even if he's doing it wrong, he's still the man. Okay? So when you've done all this, now, bedroom time. First problem solved. It's bedroom time. The bedroom time is where you need to become extra skillful. And that is the reason why you should be watching my videos, because that's where I always teach about things you need to do in details. Because I cannot give all the solutions here in just this video. But if you've been watching my videos, you know that there are things to say, there are things to do, there are ways to act, things like that. It can spice up some of these things that are lacking in your home. Okay? And if you need more help, you can follow me on Instagram, send me a message about it, and we can help you. I have a WhatsApp group where I teach separately. Okay? You can also join the WhatsApp group if you want to learn more. I know my people do not feel that they have to learn about sex, but it's important. Okay? It is important. So you need to learn about it. So in the bedroom, your man is not good. Okay? Honey, today, aga m enye gị ya n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Honey, I will give it to you in a special way. Just lie down, relax. Me, I will do everything. Don't worry. You see? And now, you teach him. Don't say, I'm teaching you. Don't say that. Take him to bed. Lie him down. Give him a massage. Touch him where he needs to, and carry his hand. Put him where you want him to put it. If you say, hold it like this. As you're doing that, stay on top. Rigoria Neinu, stay on top of him. Sit down properly. If you have big stomach, wear corsets. Wear something that will make you look sexy. Okay? Pant and bra, it doesn't matter. What if he frowns at it? How can he frown at you when he wants to make love? Do you frown at a woman that wants to give you a good time? No. That's the reason why the woman needs to be skillful. Okay? The reason why the woman needs to be skillful. Because if you stay on top of him, it's like this woman, he will get so hard that he wants to go in. immediately. You say, relax. You see, this is a slow process. It's not a, today, you start it today you perfect it. No. You don't need to do that. So what you need to do is take your time and teach him, but don't tell him you're teaching him. Gradually get him into wanting it. You're thinking like a man. I thought men like it more. Of course, men like when a woman is in charge. Forget. Especially if you know what you're doing. The problem is women do not know what they are doing. So because they don't know what they are doing, if you come on top and they are doing nonsense, he's losing interest. He just wants to go in, do what he needs to do, and get out. But if you become skillful, that's why you need to learn. Learn to become skillful and guide him through. Over time, it's not the first day, not the second day, not the third day, but over time, he's going to know. He's going to go. Why? Let me give you an example. If I tell you to touch my breast, you press it. I say, no, press it slowly. And then I hold your hand and I do like this. Tomorrow, you will not squeeze. You will do that. Why? Because when you were doing slowly, I smiled. I was excited. I was like, you see? Tomorrow, that man will do that particular one. That is it. It's a slow process, but do it. Okay? Anyway, I hope I've been able to help someone here today. Remember, communication is the key. And communication is not about talking. It's about the way you're acting. It's about the way you're saying it. It's about the timing you're saying it, okay? Remember that. Remember that. It's about the timing. It's about the way you say it. It's about the actions you take before you say it. It's about the way you carry yourself when you're saying it. This together is communication. So don't just talk. Careful. Number 2, learn on your own to be skillful so that since he doesn't know, you indirectly teach him. Okay, for the little time he will come to bed, he wants to make love. If he wants to touch you, get him to want something. You are a woman. You know the trick. Get him to turn around. Daddy, okay. He would want you to give him a head. The time you're giving him a head, you turn around and take his hand. Itinye ya n'otoge. Say, Daddy, metubi akakana megamu. I say, man, you need to itinye ọnụ gị there. Put your mouth there. While you put your mouth there, he'll like, ah! You see, Daddy, but this is how I also want to scream. You see how you're screaming? I want to scream like that. You know, you're enjoying it, Abby. That is it. Slowly, 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 he will get by, okay? Thank you so much, everybody that have joined me today live. For those that are watching on replay, thank you for being here and thank you for watching. This refused to stay on my shoulders, but it's okay. It's part of it. Remember, okay, before we go, we're about to close now. Before we go, remember that I make videos on Tuesdays in Igbo language, but I subtitle it in English, okay? I subtitle it in English so that my non-Igbo brothers and sisters, they can be part of it too, okay? And then on Fridays, we do a YouTube live where we tackle one question or the other in a conversational manner. Thank you so much, Lydia and Jason. Thank you so much. And then I also have my Instagram page where every question goes to. Most people ask me questions on YouTube, Facebook, emails and all that. I don't really have time to answer all that there. I try. But please, if you want me to answer your question even faster, Instagram is the place to go. Follow me on Instagram. Send me your question on Instagram, and I'm going to see how to respond to you as quickly as possible, okay? And before I go, I have a WhatsApp group where I teach people about lovemaking. I teach sex, I teach how to do it, and I show it. I don't just, no. When you come there, you will know better. I tell you how to do it. I guide you through, okay? It's a detailed, uncensored class. The reason is, online, so many things are censored. There are things I cannot say. You notice that some part I was speaking Igbo, because we are censored on YouTube, Instagram, and other places. There are things you cannot say, there are things you cannot post, there are things you cannot, do. But on my WhatsApp group, my classroom, I say it the way it is, okay? And it's for everybody, Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, Americans, anybody, wherever you are, you can join in the class. It is not free though, but it is worth it. It's just a little token. It is worth it. If you want to join the WhatsApp group, follow me on Instagram. Yes, you have to follow me on Instagram first. Send me a message on Instagram so that I would get to you faster. Okay? Follow me on Instagram. Send me a message that you want to join the group, and I will tell you how to join it. Okay? Thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And I will be with you next week Friday for live, and next week Tuesday for another educating video. Before I go, you know what I always do for you. Mwah. 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 See you. Bye.